Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It is Thursday, February 13th, 2025, and my name is Jennifer Cotton. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here, whether you're live or watching this on replay. I am trying to find my video. No, on Facebook, and it says I'm live and people are commenting, but I can't find the video. I'm like, did I go live in the right place? Lori is watching on Facebook. Where is the dang video? Oh, there it is. Okay. I don't know what the heck that was, but anyway, good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. So Sue was the first one here. Sue's Astro in snowy Green Bay, Wisconsin. We'll catch the replay as I've got a 9 a.m. appointment. No problem. Move my little space heater closer. We got lots of people saying it's freezing in Texas. That is true. It is 25 degrees right now and super cold. And yeah, it's just really cold here in Texas today. Pam, good morning. It's cold in Texas. That's right. Julie, good morning. Good to see you, Julie. Angelique, good morning. Love the pink hearts. Rainy and 31 here where Julie is. Thank you for sharing, Julie. Lori, good freezing morning from Minnesota where it's minus 11. Ooh, liked and shared. Thank you, Lori. Robin, good morning. Sunshine to you as well. France, good morning. Good to see you. Hey, Sandy in sunny Marshville, Wisconsin. Woohoo. Hope you're having a great week. Thank you, Sandy. It's going pretty good. Okay, so my name's Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I've been one for 23 years now. I do this as my full-time business. So I offer lots of stuff, classes, events, to-go events, Zooms, free videos, all kinds of stuff. So you're in the right place if you like stamping or you want a new craft or hobby. Let me see. I will add timestamps to this video today. Let me get my little thing. For YouTube, I'll add the timestamps down in the description later today, so they'll be there from then on where you can skip around to the portion of the video you want to watch. So make sure you check that out on YouTube later today, and then tomorrow I will add a link right over here that takes you to my blog, stamptherapist.com. And my blog is where you can go to find lots of stuff like how to contact me, what events are coming up, what else? Sorry, I got distracted by a note I wrote down. Stampin' Up! Specials, my specials, all the stuff. Just go to stamptherapist.com. Host codes. I get that question a lot. What's the host code? Stamptherapist.com. By the way, happy Valentine's Day tomorrow and happy Galentine's Day today. Hope you have fun, whatever you do on those 2 days. And I think I said all that. As you come on, please feel free to say hi, whether you're watching replay or not. That does help me. So thank you very much for commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing, all the stuff. Let me show you what it looks like if you click like or the hearts over on Facebook, because I have that pulled up on my iPad. And anyway, subscribing, following, turning on notifications, everything helps me. So thank you very much. Today, I'm going to make 2 cards with the Otterly, 3 cards. I don't know why I said 2, with the Otterly Amazing Bundle. So you will get to see that. And I'm going to offer that as a free class that you can earn from me. So stay tuned for information on that. It will be free with an online order placed by this Monday, February 17th. So if you like the 3 cards, you'll be able to get a free class. Okay, but I'm going to tell you guys about my upcoming events. As I mentioned, I do this as a full-time business. Whoops. I didn't really mean to switch that yet. I clicked the wrong thing. I do this as a full-time business, so I offer lots of events that anyone can sign up for. They're all offered to go. Some are offered in person and all to go, some in person. And tutorials for all of them where you can take just the PDF tutorials only. But of course, my team gets those for free. In my events, we're going to cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. but you may need to own the featured bundle so you can die cut those portions. That'll be spelled out in the registration. You'll cut your own designer paper if it's included with the fee. So anyone in the world can purchase the PDFs, but per Stampin' Up policy, you have to live in the US to get the class packets. And my team will get those tutorials only for free. Okay, so what I have coming up first is my 4 monthly classes. They are this Saturday in person in DeSoto, Texas. There's 4 of them: card class, scrapbook class, Stamp-A-Stack class, and wall art class. This right here. So let me look at my notes. Card class, we have 1 packet left. You're going to make 4 cards with the beautiful butterflies bundle and the pick a season stamp set. It's $20 or free with a $20 order. You can take it in person or to go, and I have 1 packet left on that one. For that one, we do cut and die cut everything possible because we're just giving you what you need to make the 4 cards. So that one is available. And remember, you can come in person on Saturday. And then next up is scrapbook class or club. Now this one's full, like sold out for this month, but just so you know, I offer a scrapbooking club, traditional club, 2 12 by 12 pages, over $20 in merchandise each time, PDF tutorial. And of course, you can scrapbook throughout the year with this club, have leftover pieces to make more pages or projects that you want, and keep up with your memory keeping or get started on it. These are the ones from last month, not this month's pages. This month's are more generic, sort of family vibe. And I don't have the pages here with me. They are with one of my helpers who is cutting them for me. But just to show you what we made last month, we do cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything we can on these. So last month we cut these hexagons and all the stuff, but you did your bees because they have to be stamped first. So you die cut out your own bees and wings and all that. So kind of to give you an idea of what that club is like. It's awesome. Now, if you join any of these subscription clubs, you can cancel at any time. So don't forget that. But if you join the subscription clubs and you stay for 6 consecutive months, you will get a free gift from me. You get occasional monthly gifts from me as well. You can add on the bundles at a discount, of course. You can cancel anytime. You're going to get over $20 in merchandise, the PDF tutorial. You don't have to register every month. You're automatically registered because it's a recurring fee. And it's cheaper. You save $2 on any club you are a member of. Off the one-time fee. So scrapbook is full for this month, but just so you know. And then I do offer another type of scrapbooking club as well with the Stampin' Up Scrapbook Workshop Memories Kits. Workshop Kit of the Month is what it's called, actually. Anyway, let me catch up here. Oh, Julie's working on swaps. Yes, girl, but you are more far ahead than I am. Okay, let me catch up on these comments, and then we'll go on to the next classes. Ramona, trying to stay warm. Yes. Sue, good morning to you as well. Landa, good morning. Landa says good morning to everyone. Everybody say hi to Landa. Linda in Chile, Mansfield, yes. Cindy, good morning. Happy Valentine's Day to you as well. Thanks for sharing. Stella, good morning. Julie, where's my supervisor? I think my supervisor is going to be checking on me today because she's already been acting needy this morning. My supervisor's name is Britty, and she is a cat. But I do think she's going to, I was going to say bug us, but I do think she's going to check in later. We'll see. But I don't know where she is right now. Corinne, good morning. Thank you for sharing. And good morning. Yes, hello. Okay, so that was card and scrapbook. I got my slides all out of order. Next up, we'll talk about, I'm trying to see the order on here. Wall art. I have 2 packets left for this one. It is a 12 by 12 piece of framed art that is super cute this month. It's kind of family themed because it's like our hive, and I forgot there's another word on there. But you can also customize it and leave certain things off. Like if you don't want it to say our hive, leave that off and put a little bee there or whatever. But it's super cute. It's pink and purple, and it's just adorable. There's 9 squares on it. and it's 12 by 12, but that's just a sneak peek. It is not here for me to give you a bigger sneak peek, but I have 2 left. So what is wall art is these 12 by 12 framed pieces that you can change out interchangeably in the 12 by 12 shadow box each month in your home. They look great in your scrapbook room, and they make great gifts. This one also, I feel, could go in a kid's room that meets that color scheme or theme as well. So I just think this month's is very versatile. It's the Mint to Be bundle and the Be something designer paper. I forgot what it's called, but it's super cute. So it's $35 for club members or $37 for non-club members. By the way, links to join the clubs are here already in my video up here on Facebook, down here on YouTube, and the links for the classes will be emailed out at 1 p.m. today, 1 p.m. Central. So make sure you're on my email list as well. Join it right now up here in Facebook, down here on YouTube. What does one do on a cold snow day? Work on swaps for onstage. What else? Yes, France. How is the weather where you are up in Canada? Video is not complete without a Britty sighting. I love it, Lori. We'll see if she really does show up today, because she has disappeared out of this room right now. Okay, so that was wall art. 2 left for this month, or join the club for next month, or do whatever you want. Okay, Stamp a Stack, we have 3 left. I love these cards this month. I never got a chance to show them to y'all on the video because of when I designed them and then sent them off with Landa. But we're using the Mint to Be bundle. Here's a sneak peek. And then it's definitely a purple theme because I used the lavender, I forget the exact name, but the lavender designer paper. So, hey, Chris, good morning to you. So we've got some Lost Lagoon, Highland Heather. I use that color a lot. You're going to get some of the free celebration ribbon as a bonus gift with this class. And I have 3 packets left. 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. So scrapbook, sampler, and Stamp a Stack all include over $20 in merchandise. By the way, I forgot to say price on scrapbook, but it's an introductory price for club members of $30 this whole year. That is an introductory price. It should be $37 like this class, or $35 like this class. Anyway, so Stamp a Stack and Sampler are $35 for my club members, $37 for non. And I still have 3 left. So come in person, take it to go. We just need to know that you're doing that. So let me know and you can register. Sherry, good morning. Chris, thanks for sharing. Okay, so that is those 4 classes. They're happening this Saturday in 2 days in person in DeSoto, Texas, or your packet will be mailed on Monday, or I think it's Tuesday because I think Monday's a holiday. Perennial Lavender, thank you, Corinne. Perennial Lavender designer paper. And the purple gems are included as well. Okay, Otterly Amazing Stamp Camp. So I partnered with Alejandra Gomez again for an awesome stamp camp to go. You can make these projects at home at your leisure. There's 8 projects, 7 cards, and 1 12 by 12 sampler, which if you don't want a sampler, you can take all those individual designs and turn them into cards or scrapbook pages, but it's a really cute sampler. And then 7 cards, 7 different designs. This camp, I do have my 4 projects here, and I'll probably have Alejandra's soon because we mail those to each other. But I made this sampler, and I made these 3 cards, which I think are super cute. Let me get them in a little sneak peek format there. I think they're super cute. Is that the right orientation? It is. And then she designed 4 cards. So you'll make all 8. So sign up for that class by, I have the date here, February 18th is the deadline. It'll be mailed by February 24th. You're going to get a goodie bag full of awesome product, and you're going to love it. And PDF tutorial, of course. This is the bundle we're using for that class, Otterly Amazing, which is the same bundle I'm using today. Thank you for all the hearts. Good morning, Xana. Susan in Montana, good morning. Is it cold in Montana? Seems like it would be. Can you put me down for 1 sample stack? Yes, Sue. And then you'll need to register, but I'll make a note so I can send you the link if needed. Sue Crowley. Stack packet. Okay, got it. If you can find the link in the meantime, Sue, feel free to go ahead and register. Hilda, good morning. Okay, what else? Coming soon. Oh, I forgot to show something. Sorry. Oh, these are the Stampin' Stacks from last month, just to give you an idea. You make 2 of each, 8 cards. These are the ones from last month. And these are 2 recent samplers. So 12 by 12 framed art. That was our winter one. This was our Valentine one. And yeah, we're doing the bees this month. Okay. Make sure, excuse me, put those over there. So I'll make sure I take them with me to the in-person class so they can check those out. Okay. Where was I? Coming very soon, as soon as April and I can get the link set up, is the March retreat in a box. Now you can still attend in person. Right now, you can still register for in person in Temple, Texas. We will be using the Mixed Media Florals Suite to make your 10 or more make and takes. So that's what you'll need if you take it to go. You'll need those 2 bundles, mixed media, mixed labels, whatever it's called, mixed florals, mixed labels. You'll need those bundles at home to complete your projects, and then we'll do everything else we can for you. You'll cut your own designer paper, and you'll make 10 or more projects. You will receive gifts from us, a bag. It'll be awesome. And that is the retreat projects theme. And then April and I will be offering 2 additional optional add-on classes, which, let me write myself a note. Add-on RSVP link for in-person. Okay, that was a side note. Mixed Media Florals. Okay, the classes. Mine is going to be the birthday celebration bundle or suite, and I may be adding 1 other stamp set just to get some more decorative images. I'm not sure yet. And then April's doing the gorgeous, beautiful butterflies suite. Details on our classes will come out soon as far as what projects you're going to make. But obviously you can't sign up for it until you have the details, so don't stress on that. If, like Robin said, so excited for this retreat, love these bundles, and Robin's attending in person, so she will have the option to add on those classes. For example, no pressure, Robin, if she chooses, and use our supplies at retreat to complete them. So that's another cool perk there. Cheryl, good morning in snowy, cold and snowy Illinois. Woo! This weather is crazy this year. Marilyn, good morning to you. Good to see you. Okay, so that's the retreat. It's coming soon. Just watch your emails, and more importantly, join our Simply Spoiled Retreats Facebook group, where we always post first in there our links to upcoming retreats and to-goes, obviously. But you can sign up for March in person right now. It's March 27th through 30th, 2025 in Temple, Texas at Rock and R Retreats, and you can still join us. You'll get an 8-foot table, 10 or more make and takes, a bed to sleep in, meals, gifts, etc. And use our stuff, obviously, for your make and takes and classes. So you can still sign up for the in-person, and we also have an in-person retreat coming in August that you can register for now as well. Don't forget about the crafting cruise. So today I'm going to show you the gifts we gave out on our crafting cruise. It's so much fun. The next one is January 2026 in, I'm going to make myself another note. I keep thinking of things I need to do while I'm doing this video today. Okay, and I cannot write and talk at the same time. Crafting Cruise, January 25th, 2026, Harmony of the Seas out of Galveston, Texas. And it's going to be awesome. We had so much fun. We had an incredibly fun, nice, awesome group of people, crafters this time. And we had a lot of fun. What am I trying to say about the cruise? Anyone can go. You get our group rate. Anyone can attend with you, and they don't have to do the crafting portion. So that's added on just for those people who want it. So you can bring spouses, friends, partners, co-workers, cousins, children, spouses. I think I said that already. You get the gist. You can bring anybody you want. or two crafters can attend together and room together and all the stuff. Like whatever you want to do, but you will save money with our group rate. So if you register for that now, the sooner the better. You have longer to pay it off, and you can pay it off in any increment of dollars you want. So here's some pictures. I haven't had time to update pictures from this year, although we posted a few over in the Simply Spoiled Retreats Facebook page. So go check that out. However, I haven't compiled all my pictures and the ones our friends took. But here we go. Pictures from 2024. Just to give you an idea, we had the bee theme going on. So you get gifts. I'm going to show you the gifts today, though, from the new one. You get a t-shirt. You get to meet lots of cool people. You get a bag, optional card swap, snacks, and treats in the crop room. Your own half a crop table plus separate class tables, so you're not crowded and having to take your stuff in and out. You can leave your general crafting supplies in the room the whole week. You don't have to lug them back and forth to your room. It's super you friendly. The classes are self-paced, so you don't have to be in there at a certain time, all the stuff. Now we are going to do some stamping demonstrations next year. That's something new we're offering. So that will be at a certain time, but we'll film them in case you can't be there. So it's a lot of fun. We would love it if you joined us. So if you have any questions, let me know. The link actually for info should be in the videos right now up here on Facebook, down here in YouTube. If the Facebook one is missing, I'll add it. I add a few links after the video on Facebook. It's a whole thing with Facebook. But either way, sign up for my email newsletter so you can get those notifications sent directly to you. Okay. That is what's up with my events. I'll show the cruise gifts when I point the camera down. Let me talk about specials real quick. So first of all, today's class is free with purchase. I'm making 3 cards with the Otterly Amazing, I keep getting my name mixed up, Otterly Amazing Bundle. And once you see the cards, if you like them, you'll be able to get them free with an order. I didn't make a graphic for it other than this, which I'll put on the screen later, but that's the host code to get today's class free for today's class. And you'll have until Monday the 17th to place your order of $35 or more to get the class free. If you're in my email newsletter, that's already been emailed out, and it's going out again at 1 o'clock today. So I need to make another app. Apparently I'm not remembering to do anything in my business world under email for free otter class. I forgot to schedule a reminder email. Okay. But you'll get an email at 1 o'clock today for this. Okay. So that's first of all. Second of all, third of all. What's second of all? Earn my celebration. So this is a perk I'm offering my customers for orders and other things you do with me in January and February 2025. If you place orders with me of $180 or more total during that time period, so between one order and 500 different orders that add up to $180, you're going to get this free event from me. It's going to include at least 4 projects. I'm going to mail you the packet. I'm going to, and you will need to RSVP, by the way, because that's how I'm going to gather where you want the packet mailed and all the stuff, but it's free. And it'll be in March or April. I will be scheduling that soon to get a date on the calendar, but don't stress about the date, because if you can't be there, I'll record it and I'll still send you the packet. And there'll be a little gift and so on. So you can order it. You can earn it by placing orders. You can host a qualified party with me, bring your friends together for some crafting time and host a party. If it adds up to 150 in orders, you'll get the event for free. By the way, you'll need to host a party by book the party by next week for us to be able to do it. We need to book it this week. And we can do it on Zoom if you want to do the party. Okay. Last but not least, join my team. You get amazing perks, amazing special from Stampin' Up, and the free event from me. So that is my celebration. I think I have another breakdown of it here, just a little less cute, but bigger letters. Orders, host a party, join my team. Free event in March or April. And then celebration ends February 28th. Say It's Not So celebration ends February 28th. You're going to get a free gift with each $60 or $120 spent, no limit, through February 28th. This counts for demonstrators too. So if you join my team and then start placing your own orders where you get credit and a discount, you'll earn the free stuff from Stampin' Up. Host a party of $300 or more, or place a $300 or more order. Get $66 in free stuff minimum instead of only $36, which is our normal. And that goes for demonstrators as well. Every time I place a 300 plus order, I get this as well. And join my team and you'll receive free bonus items. Okay, so I just said a lot, and I know y'all probably already know this. But first of all, on the free items with purchase, Stampin' Up, and I know I went over this last week. First of all, you get the book, no limit. Get anything you want from this book free with purchase, no limit. If you meet the sales requirement, you can get 20 rolls of ribbon. You can get 5 packs of a designer paper, or you can get one of each thing, whatever. While supplies last, so don't delay. But Stampin' Up added all of these catalog items last week, and they are amazing. So I'm going to point the camera down for a minute, although I can't remember if this was good or bad last week, but because I can hold it easier, basically. So the Planted Paradise stamp set is a $22 stamp set. You can get that free. All of these are only free with a $60 purchase, not $120. $60 gets you these. The Beautiful Butterflies stamp set is of $24 value. This is gorgeous. I've used it a ton. I'm using it this weekend. April's going to use it for the retreat. It's gorgeous. Now, it'll be back in stock approximately February 17th, so don't worry. You cannot get it today, but approximately 4 days from now, you can get it free. Same with Natural Botanicals. April used this in our retreat. It's awesome. She made some gorgeous samples, which actually I'll show you today. But it'll be back in stock February 24th approximately. Hopefully sooner, but so you can't get it free today. You'll have to wait on that. Alphabet a la mode dies. These dies are amazing. They cost $42. If you want to buy them, they're $42. It's the whole alphabet, of course, plus some symbols and letters and numbers. This has numbers also, all the numbers. It's $42 value. You get it free with a $60 purchase. The Trusty Tools dies are a $37 value. I mean, that's how much they cost if you buy them, free with $60. Celebration the Bee Builder Punch, $24 value. Happy Labels Pick-a-Punch, $28 value. Happy Houseplants Kit, $25 value. Hooray for Honeycomb Kit, $18 value. Night of Navy and Gold Glittered Ribbon, that's a gorgeous ribbon, $9 value. And the Brushed Brass Butterflies, $10 value. So, again, place your orders. You can receive anything from this book or both. Mix and match. It literally doesn't matter. And there's no limit. You can get as many items from either publication that are available. That's why you have to jump on things. Because, I mean, I couldn't even believe they put this, actually both of these, but this stamp set from the mini catalog is a free item. That's why everybody jumped on it and got it free. That's why it's back. You're going to have to wait till it comes back in stock. So, that all ends February 28th. February 28th. So very important. And then, of course, also ending February 28th, in addition to the free additional dollars with a $300 order or party that ends, is the starter kit special. So if you join my team, which is no pressure, you don't have to sell, you don't have to buy, you just get a great deal right now. If you join my team through February 28th, for $99, you get $125 in any merchandise you want. I think this is the screen here. Including the new pre-order items I showed you last week, plus a whole bunch more pre-order items I don't have. A free past paper pumpkin. And then you can add one of these two bonuses, two full sets of Stampin' Right markers and a free Handmade Designs exclusive stamp set that's not sold anywhere else. That's about a $109 value. Or if you're like, I don't need markers, I don't need that stamp set, then you can get the $30 more in product choice. So you pick 155. Either way, you pay $99 plus tax. Where I live, that's $107. It'll be your tax rate where you live. Anyone can join. You're all invited. You don't have an obligation to buy or sell. My team is very like no pressure, but we do have lots of perks and events that we do together and all the stuff. Stampin' Up has perks. You get your discount. You get to see stuff early. You get to order it early. All the things. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. Robin says, I want it all. I know, right? Linda, good morning in Idaho. Good Thursday morning to you. Thank you, Julie. Okay, so did I say it all? Celebrations ending. Oh, I think so, but let me check this next screen. Yep, that's that one. Okay, so that's in a nutshell the Stampin' Up specials going on right now. Just real quick, now today's class with the otters is free with a purchase, but I still have my other offer going on as well. So free with purchase. This is a different offer, separate. You would have to place 2 separate orders to get both. Brittany just jumped up here to say hi to everybody. You would have to place 2 separate orders to get both, but I do want to make sure you know that this is all month long. You can get this mixed florals, mixed labels, bundles class for free from me. Free with a $25 order. The class, use the host code, $50 or more, get the low profile dots through the 15th. So 2 more days for that. Here are the cards. Oh, girl, she tried to jump up there. There she is. Sorry. Here's the cards. I made them on last week's video, except for this green one, but I showed it. Free. I cut it. I don't cut it. Landa cuts it. Die cuts, embosses, etc. Packages it up, and I mail it to you for free. I don't know what's a better deal. $25 order. So I have that going on, but also today's is free with an order. Ooh, I just saw a little, excuse me, ready. Oh my goodness. It doesn't matter. Okay, I think I'm ready to point the camera down and look at my table. I am going to show a few more things before I get started stamping, but hopefully fun things, swaps, gifts from the cruise, etc. And yeah, so I think I'm ready to do that. Just checking my notes. All right, let's go. If anyone is flying into Austin for a retreat, we can share a car. Does anyone want to fly into Austin for our retreat? Austin, Texas, you fly into there. You can rent a car and share the cost with Julie Poindexter. And it was confusing me, Julie, you saying hi to Rosemary. I saw 3 names. I got super confused. And let's put her up here while I'm talking. It's about an hour, maybe a little over an hour, depending on traffic or how you drive. But it's about an hour drive from Austin, Texas to get to the retreat in Temple. So if you want to do that, get with me. I can hook you up with Julie. Okay, I'm going to point the camera down. I've just got a bunch of stuff sitting there right now, and I'll tell you all about it after I get the cat out of my arms because she's going to be needy today. Okay, so Brittany, you're super cute. Okay, you want to come down here and say hi for a minute to this camera. Say hi. She's like, I'll just lay on this and go to sleep. Okay, so there you go. There's Brittany. See, yep. She would just go ahead and lay down there. I'm going to put you down. Okay. By the way, here's the low profile dots that are free. The $50 purchase with that other special. Okay. First of all, just in no particular order, I have another item I purchased from the pre-order. So Stampin' Up! Released a ton of product last week in a pre-order for demonstrators from the new online exclusives that go live in March for customers. So again, if you go back and look at the end of last week's video or go down to the timestamps in YouTube and go to whatever, where it says I show the pre-order, you can see the new items that I purchased. Long story short, I bought 1 more bundle since then. It's called Fancy Borders. It's got this stamp set, which does have this cute border image that you can totally use without die cutting anything. Some other little images, hearts and leaves and greenery. And then all these awesome words: special delivery, sent with love, a real cute, fancy, like cursive-y to and from. I think these are actual size. Yep, actual size right there. And they're separate: to, colon, from, colon, capital T, capital F, and it's cursive. And then just because, and a little hello with a lot of love. So that's a great stamp set. But I actually got it for the dies because I wanted to use a border die on one of my card class samples this month. And it didn't happen because I didn't have any dies. But I went ahead and ordered this one, so I'll have some next time. So you can see these are really long dies that you can do borders in scrapbooking and card making. So that's available to demonstrators right now. You can add it to your starter kit right now, or you can wait until March and order it then if you're not a demonstrator. So I just wanted to show that. Real quick, some cards I've received in the mail recently. This one is from Robin. Robin's here. Thank you, Robin. It is a Valentine card. Very mindful, very demure. Yes, yes. So thank you, Robin, for the Valentine card. Super cute. I think Love Cat's retired stamp set. And then this one is from Terry. Love the Z fold, Terry. Good use of Z folding. Love it. And this one is from Brenda. Super cute. It's a, whatever these are called, stair step, I think. Oh, look how she did those hearts. Anyway, Brenda, thank you very much. Super cute, but also pretty. I want to just say it's cute. Super pretty. Thank you, Brenda. Thanks, everybody, for the cards. I appreciate it. And then on the cruise, back to the cruise topic. No, not cruise. Sorry. I got confused. These are team meeting swaps. So we had our team meeting last week on this past Saturday on Zoom. And every time we do a team meeting, our team is eligible to participate in the swap. Obviously, everybody doesn't, because then we have over 150 swaps. But these are the people who participated. This one is from Dawn. Super, it's an awesome card, but love the interactiveness of having the birthday candle on there. By the way, my team gets to vote for their favorite swap and pick a winner, and the winner gets $20 in merchandise of their choice. So I'll show you the winner. This was Robin's swap. Very cute, and maybe we'll see if I was inspired by that today. This one, I don't have a name on. Beautiful, beautiful. This one is Kelly. Did I show these already? I feel like I showed. Oh, no. That was on my team meeting. Maybe. I'm getting my videos confused. Anyway, Kelly, gorgeous. This is a celebration item, free with a $120 purchase. This bundle with these dies and the flowers and the heart and everything. It's gorgeous. Also, this paper is celebration free with purchase as well. Also, this paper is celebration free with purchase. It's the fruit salad paper. Don't have a name on this one, but gorgeous card. Gorgeous, gorgeous. New dies there from the mini catalog. Oh, wait, maybe we did have a name on that one. Elaine. That was Elaine's card. Whew. This is from Martha. I love this card so much. This is that Nature's whatever set that's free with Natural Botanical. It's free with celebration right now. Love it, Martha. And last but not least is Mary Ann's card. And she was our winner. It's gorgeous. Got all that gold foiling. Just love that card, Mary Ann. That's the new, the celebration dies and stamp set as well. That's free with $120 purchase. Okay, so that was my team swaps. Next is... I get the cat to go into my chair over there. I'm going to show the gifts from the cruise. So I laid this out so I wouldn't forget. This is one of the gifts from the cruise. We have an amazing helper, Karen, who does stuff like this for me. This is a handmade sewn fabric tray. It's big enough to hold Stampin' Blends, scraps of paper, dies, all kinds of things will fit into this container. It also can fold up flat because it's fabric. I don't want to undo this yet because I haven't even taken all my photos yet. I don't want to undo my packaging, but that's how it was packaged. Hopefully, if you took it to go, you've received yours by now, by the way. And we used lots of different fabrics, so everybody might not have the same pattern. So that was one of the gifts you received if you attended the cruise. Also, you got a thank you card, and April made this one this time, so I can say I think it's super cute. I'm not bragging on myself since I didn't make it. These are our swaps, which I think I showed these swaps last week. Does anyone remember? You can confirm that I showed those already. From the cruise. Okay, this is a gift that April made. So here's the container she put it in. And we were all super amazed by this gift. It is basically a paper piercing tool or a pokey tool. There's a nice protective thing there, and it's pokey, it's pointy, so you can poke holes in your stuff, you can pick things up with it, etc. And it's just a very pretty pokey tool. And lots of or not lots, April used lots of different types of beads in making this, therefore everybody got different color schemes and stuff, but they were all gorgeous. I don't think anyone had a complaint. We got this one here, which is one of the gifts I provided, but Karen put it together and made it for me. And this is a frame, like a plastic frame. We've slipped some designer paper in there. They'll be able to change out any pattern they want. There's a sheet of magnet here. This is a die cutting tool or accessory. So there's a sheet of magnet here that you can put your dies on while you're working so you don't lose them. And then it just says sharing what I love, loving what I do right here. And then here are some sticky notes to, use to hold your paper down while you're die cutting. So they got that handmade. And then the last gift besides our bag, I believe, unless I've lost something, which I did lose something, but it was a gift somebody else gave me. I have no clue where it is. But anyway, this bag here, this little backpack, there were all different types of backpacks. Everybody got different ones. There were like lighthouses, and I don't remember what all else, like a big star, a wheel, etc. But this is this one. And inside is a Memories and More pack of mixed media florals. And this one matches, they got the mixed media florals designer paper and other stuff on the cruise make and take, so they can use these to coordinate with all the stuff they received. So that was one of the gifts as well. Pretty good, if you ask me. She should sell those. I know. I already told her that. Thank you, Robin, that I showed the cruise swap, so I won't do that again. And then if you attended, so everybody that took these to go got these gifts as well, but you didn't get the shirt. We always tell you that. But the shirt had a cute little package in it. Packaging, whatever. And this is what the shirt looks like. It's a V-neck, black, in my crafting era. Super cute. And you can see a group picture of us, I believe you can, over in Simply Spoiled Retreats, all wearing our shirt in my crafting era. So those are those gifts. And then let me show you the bag. We actually had the company we bought the bags from sent us a couple of different types of bags, like in the one order that we thought we were only getting one style. So not everybody had this flower on their bag, but they all got a rattan bag. Super, just so beachy themed, if you know what I mean. And these little rope handles and these cute tags that April made to put on them with our names. So that was our bag that all of their make and takes fit inside, and then it's a beach bag or whatever. Okay, so there's all that. A few other things from the cruise real quick. Hope y'all are enjoying this. Yes. C, thank you very much. She said, love this cruise and the classes. Yes. We had a few people rejoin us, like they've already signed up for the next crafting cruise we're doing. And some of those people are on here right now. Okay, this was everybody got a piece of scratch paper at their table, and we had Nancy wrote us this note. Thank you for a wonderful event. She didn't tell us she wrote this note. It was just there when we were cleaning up at the end. And Landa, I think it was Landa, was like, what do you want me to do with this? I said, give me that. I'm going to show it on my video. So thank you, Nancy. It was awesome to meet you and your son, and they were awesome people. We had nameplates at our table so we would know who was sitting where. It helps me and April a lot learn names. We got a couple of gifts from our friends on the cruise, and I cannot find the one Robin gave me. I don't know where it is, Robin. No clue where it is. I feel like it's lost. But this was from Sue Z, and she wrote us such a nice note. And Sue does handmade soaps. Pink, of course. So Sue gave us some soaps. Thank you very much, Sue, which, like always, now that I've shown all this stuff on videos, I can actually start using my gifts. And love the tissue paper as well. And the pink bag. She even decorated that envelope for us. And then Robin gave me a bag just like this, a bag this size, full of cruise treats and useful things. And I can't remember what else. And I don't know where it is. I just realized it was lost this morning. We have our cruise album. By the way, here's a picture. I got a free photo, so I chose this one. I didn't know it was going to be so big, but there's me and Landa on the cruise at dinner. Don't we look like we're having fun? No, that's not our team. I mean, that's not our group behind us. In the middle here was a group that wasn't with us, but all around them was our group of people at different tables. Anyway, that's me and Landa. We did our album, which I only showed y'all the cover of before, but here's our album. You can just walk away, print your photos, and be finished documenting that whole trip when you get home. And then we made, I think all the stuff is here, but I'm not 100%. We made a Valentine class. There's something else with that. Oh, this right here. And then they made 2 each of these cards. So 8 cards with that right there. They made 2 each of these cards. So these are the cards April made with that awesome natural botanicals, whatever it's called, stamp set. They made 2 each of those. Gorgeous. They made 2 each of these cards with the mixed media stuff. Gorgeous. And they made 2 samplers. Mixed media and the natural botanical stuff. So that was our cruise in a nutshell. I got a couple cards from people as well. This one I think is from Robin, which I said best stamp set choice you ever made, could have made. If you know, you know. Thank you, Robin. And this was from, who was this from? I have to remember who gave us that. Yes, Mary Jo. Get taxes done and make your reservations. Yes, girl. Very excited. Okay, so that was the cruise. Except I'm missing one gift that I received. I'm trying to figure out where it could be. There's not many. I don't know. I showed y'all the swaps last week, so if you missed that, go check it out. But awesome swaps we received. Thank you, Nancy, for the note. Okay, that's it. Join us next year on the cruise. Or take it to go if you have to. All right. Robin, the desk calendar was from Robin. Wasn't that adorable? Thank you, Robin. Okay, today's class is using the Otterly Amazing Bundle. I've shown this bundle on previous videos, like a long time ago when it first came out. It's an online exclusive. That's what my pink dot means. So it is technically while supplies last, but it's currently available. You have the Otter stamp set, which is photopolymer, and there's like a otter swimming on its back, a little baby one leaping in the air, an otter floating, sitting up, and then two otters that are kind of hugging and facing each other, sitting down with their little eyes closed, and grass and leaves on either side of them. Those are all outline images to color in. And then several fish image here, bubbles, a little greenery thing, and then you're utterly amazing, love you lots, and we're cute together. And then on the dies, you can die cut out all of the otters, of course. Is that it? I think that's it for the stamped images. And then there's all of these standalone dies. You can die cut out the greenery as well. And then all these standalone dies, there's a log with lots of detail, like wood image details. There's a die right here that cuts two slits, like for river action, going across for about 4 inches across, maybe a little less. And you can put things coming in and out of water, basically. 3 rock dies, 2 longer sort of grass greenery type dies, 2 shorter grass greenery type dies. And then a die that cuts out 2 fish at one time, a die that cuts out holes in your paper like bubbles, then you can put blue or whatever paper behind it, and a die that cuts out holes in your paper that are like a school of fish swimming by, and again you put something behind it so that shows cute. 15 dies there. And I said that all super fast because I've shown it on a previous video. And then the Otterly Adorable 12x12 Designer Paper, again, shown it on a previous video. But lots of otter images. This whole sheet has select otters that fit the dies. I only have a little bit of this paper left because I use it all the time and die cut out the otters. But you can hand cut out the other ones. There's water on the back. Otter images. Schools of fish image, otter images, water and otters doing stuff, greenery, like I don't know if it's called seaweed, but like sea plant, water plant with the orange fish swimming in it, a huge scene of otters, and then the back is river rocks in all different colors, peacock, pebbled path, pecan pie, crumb cake, lost lagoon, calypso coral, those type of colors. Another bunch of different scenes of otters doing stuff, and then like a rock, a pebbled path, just like sour cream type background image, but you can use it as rocks or just a background. And then like another grass, water, plant, grass images with green, peacock, and lost lagoon, and even balmy blue growing up. And then another water image. Basically the 2 water images, one is more lost lagoon and one is more balmy blue. Okay, so it's gorgeous paper, still available. Go ahead and grab it while you can. Let me bump the camera around on that. Oh, thank you, Lori. I just saw your comment. Beautiful photo. Thank you. I didn't want to pass up getting the free photo, and we were going to try to get something with like a group of us, like leaving the ship or something, but then we didn't get it done. So it's fine. Yes, Julie. Yes, you definitely should print your photos if you went ahead and already made an album. Martha was just going through the gifts and grinning ear to ear. Love it, Martha. Hey, darling. Good morning in sunny Hollywood, Florida. Liked and shared. Thank you. The gifts were awesome. Thank you, Landa. Love the cruise and the classes. Oh, yes, I said that already. See? Lori, thank you. Rosemary is talking to Julie. Julie, did you answer her? I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. How much does Brit weigh? I don't know. Maybe 12 to 15. I don't know. I have to weigh her. Thank you, Robin. Hey, Rosemary. First time here. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, good. You're just in time. I'm actually going to start making a card, believe it or not. So, card number one. Card number one. If you want like these 3 cards and you want the class free, there's the host code. Make your order be $35 or more. And place it by February 17th. And then they'll be shipped after that. Okay, so card number 1 here. This is a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of Calypso Coral cardstock, 4 1/4 by 11. So it's 8 1/2 by 11 cut in half. And when you fold it in half, I have scored it. I don't know if you can see that. I can't tell. But I've scored it in half. But anyway, when you fold it in half, it will fit into the normal invitation size envelope. So you got easy measuring, cut your paper in half, either direction, your 8 1/2 by 11. It'll fit into the envelope. It's a medium Stampin' Up envelope, super high quality, awesome, silky smooth envelopes. And you don't have to figure out any complicated measurements. It will also fit into my favorite, the clear Stampin' Up medium envelope. Okay, and then, but the reason I scored this is because when you cut your paper the not normal direction, which is the 4 1/4 way where it's long, the grain of the paper is different. And when you only fold it with the bone folder, it doesn't fold as smoothly. And also because I wanted to then fold the front backwards in half all the way to the left. This will be a landscape card. And so I scored that at 2 3/4 inches. Right there. Like you can't see it good. 2 3/4 inches. So I scored it at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. Now I'm going to fold that 2 3/4 backwards to the left. When I make this like a Z fold card, like that swap, or I think that was a swap I showed you earlier, maybe from the team meeting. Yeah, right here. I usually don't score it. I just fold with my bone folder. This is Martha's card, but I just fold it. But in this case, I scored. Okay. This will be my card base. It will be landscape. Let me put this aside. Then for this card, I've pre-stamped some things for this video, but obviously if you get your kit, yours will not be pre-stamped. In fact, you will get, did I bring it over here? Yeah, you'll get 1/4 of a sheet of white paper to stamp and cut out your otters from, and you'll get scraps for whatever else. Okay, so in your packet will be 1/4 of a sheet of white. I do have all of the measurements for these 3 cards on my blog at 11 a.m. Central today. So just go to stamптherapist.com in 1 hour from now, and you can see the measurements for all 3 cards, plus recipe cards, plus the supply list. And what's my point? Yeah, so if I don't say any measurements, they'll be over there. But this is 4 by 5 1/4, and it's going to go inside the card base so that it will show on the front, but we are going to stamp on it. Okay, then we'll have a piece of designer paper that will be included with your class kit. This is the one that's got like a balmy bluish background, but watery, with the green leaves growing from all the way from the top to the bottom of the page, like old olive type green. And then the little small orange fish swimming in between the leaves, all different, well, both directions. So I have the leaves going up and down, and that piece is going to go on that front left flap. Then I've pre-die cut, actually for all 3 cards today, you're going to need a log, because the log is so cute. So we cut that out of pecan pie, and it is like, now you see all the detail that comes out when you cut it. It's a log. It's, sort of, I don't know what the word is. It's not straight on one end. It's all jagged. And the other end is kind of round with a hole in it, like a log would have a hole. And then there's a little stick coming out of one side on the long side of the log. And then there's just all of these like, ooh, blurry, not veins, but I can't think of the word, but like the texture of a tree carved into there. It's actually cut into there if you notice. Okay, so that's the log. Pecan pie. And then I cut 3 pieces of cardstock from our Countryside Corners dies. This is the 3rd, not counting that banner right there. The 3rd from the smallest is white, and then the next size up is Old Olive, and the next size up is Calypso Coral in the Countryside Corners dies. Amazing dies. I highly recommend. We're going to use these in the landscape format for this card. And I can't remember if we're going to stamp on the white one. Oh, yeah, we are. We're going to stamp on this white one. I did die cut out some leaves for a future card from that green layer because nobody will ever see that. Okay, so let's get to stamping on this white. Well, basically on these 2 pieces of white, the 4 by 5 1/4. And the label. I'm going to stamp some stuff. And then on the scraps here, I will stamp this otter that's floating on its back, smiling with its little eyes closed in Memento Black, and die cut it out. You will also have in your packet a scrap of Old Olive to stamp and die cut out 2 of the little small, very small, like 3/4 inch tall greenery pieces. So stamp in Old Olive ink and die cut those out. I do want to note, well, actually, I have to stamp these otters and cut them out today for that card. I did not pre-do that one. So when I do that, I'll show you my black ink pad, my Memento pad, in case you've missed that ever. But I did use my Memento pad, which I made myself for all of these images here. And don't forget to loosely cut apart and die cut that out. Okay, so on these, I'm going to stamp Love You Lots and the School of Fish. So the fish are, the whole image is about a 1/2 inch tall and 1 3/4 inch long. Ignore that this says melon. I might be able to take it off right now. I didn't have time to clean these stamps before the video. Let's see if I can get it to come off with. I usually use Stays On Remover. I like that better. But you can do hand sanitizer also. I'm just doing that so y'all can see the images. But these are where I've labeled these clear blocks for other classes, other stamps. I don't even know what. See, I like the Stays On cleaner better. I'm just going to leave that. Okay. We sell Stays On cleaner, by the way. It'll take that Sharpie right off. Okay, so got the little school of fish. They're all swimming the same direction. So depending on if you stamp it upside down or, well, it's not upside down, but one direction or the other, they're either swimming left or right. But I'm going to have them swimming to the right in Calypso Coral ink. Tap, tap, tap. Do not press hard. There's no need to get ink everywhere. Just only touch the stamp to the pad. Tap it as many times as you want. I'm going to stamp these fish along the bottom of this piece of white. So I just turned the stamp different directions. I did stamp off the 2 left and right edges, and that's it. And I got some ink on my amazing Glass Mat Studio, which you can still purchase. So I wiped it off there with the chamois that comes with the Glass Mat Studio. Okay, now I want pecan pie ink. I'm going to stamp Love You Lots and pecan pie on the top right of this label. Love You Lots is all lowercase cursive, super cute. It's just about 1 3/4 inches long. Okay, I need the fish again because I forgot. This piece of white here, this 4 by 5 1/4, is going to go inside the card. And so we are going to stamp the fish image. The fish image is slightly curved. So I'm stamping it in the top right and bottom left. Oh, sorry, top right and bottom right corners, just on the right hand side of this paper. It's almost like it makes a circle that's missing right there. And that will show real cute on the edges here. Oh my goodness. By the way, I'm going to show a card later. I have a few other additional otter cards to show you. And you might think I copied this idea from that card, but I swear I didn't. I completely forgot about that card until I was pulling out my extra samples, and I was like, oh, cool. This looks just like that card. Anyway, okay. Now we're going to color in the otter. So I stamped in Memento Black, which is a water-based ink. And now I can color it with my alcohol-based markers, and those two inks will not bleed together, and the ink on the otter, the black ink, will stay put. I'm going to use pecan pie ink, Stampin' Blends, and the ivory Stampin' Blend. Ivory. Okay. And side note, I've commented before how good these blends are, like they stay inked for a very long time. I believe this is still the very first ivory and bronze blends set I bought, and I've never replaced them yet. Now, eventually they'll have to be replaced, but they still work. Okay, so I'm going to start out with Pecan Light and use this to define the chest of the otter. I think I did otter cards on another video. I did 1 or 2 cards with an otter, and I should have done the same thing there. I'm just using the light to sort of define where the little lighter color chest is going to be. And that's just to help me in coloring. Okay. Now I'm going to color the rest of the otter like normal. So I'll take my dark pecan pie. This is just how I use blends. You might be more skilled than me. And I'm going to add the shadows where I think the shadows should be. I'm also going to put a little ivory on the foot there, the little foot pad that's exposed. Wherever you want the darker color, though, I'm adding the darker color, and then I'll go over the whole thing with light pecan pie. But I will leave off that section that I marked off. I'm not going to color it with this color. I'll color it with the ivory. Let me see. Rosemary, I see Julie answered you. But I'm not sure which specific information you're looking for. But most things can be found at stamptherapist.com. You can also email me, jennifer@jennifercotton.com. And you can also join my email newsletter, which is up in the video description right now. There's a link for that. And my email should be there as well. And I'll try to look at the comment later when I'm not coloring to see if you said what you were looking for. Or maybe you're looking for the retreat info with Julie. It's also on the blog, as well as I can answer questions. Okay, so the reason I love blends, they just literally blend. So I added those dark shadows where I wanted them, and then I went over them with the light. It's a little unblended right here, so I'm just going to fix it. And again, this is why I love blends. You can keep coloring to even out any blobs or whatever the deal is, or you want it, to add more shadows or whatever. And you don't destroy your paper because it's alcohol based. You just need to put this lid back on as soon as possible when you're done so that it doesn't dry out. And you can smooth out any blobs. And then I'll just go in with this ivory and fill in the chest and the little foot. And that's it for this otter. Okay, again, I already stamped and die cut out those 2 leaves. So now I should have all the pieces to complete this card. This is the simplest card of the 3 I'm going to make. I think it's cute, but you know, whatever. In March. Okay, Rosemary, the March retreat I think you're asking about. Let me, Rosemary, I don't know if I have your contact info. So it'd probably be best to message me on Facebook or email me. And then I can send you the info. But I'll write down a note anyway. And on YouTube, which is where you're watching, Rosemary, I cannot message you. Like, that's not a feature on YouTube to message somebody. So, just FYI, I won't be able to get in touch with you after. There's the blog. If you can read it, stamптherapist.com. Okay, so I added adhesive to the back of the old olive countryside corners. Stick it down flat. Now I will add adhesive to the white one that I stamped. Stick it down flat. Then I'm going to place the log on the white part down into these fish. And I don't know if there's a right or wrong way with this log with the little branch that's sticking out on one side and the hole, but I just modify it depending on the card. And on this one, I have the little branch sticking out down on the bottom because the otter would cover it up on the top. So I don't want to do that. I'm going to add dimensionals to my otter. I like to use the mini stamp dimensionals. They're just my favorite. I was with on my team meeting, Amy did a stamping demonstration for us, and she said, I like to use the small dimensionals. And I was like, score 1 for the small dimensionals team to myself. I said that privately, and she said that. Okay, so dimensionals on my otter, and just place it floating here on the little log. Isn't that so cute? Oh, and I forgot to tuck these in, but that's fine. I'm going to add adhesive to the 2. I'm using my silicone craft sheet here so I don't get excess adhesive when I put it on these small things. Don't get that excess on my work surface. Put adhesive on the 2 stamped old olive greenery leaves, and I'm just going to place those kind of behind the otter's head, kind of coming out of the log, sort of, I don't know, like a little greenery pillow. And then I'll put a bow here to kind of cover up whatever imperfections. I was like, did I glue those down? Okay, I'm going to attach the designer paper to the front left flap. This is basically a landscape Z-fold card. And then attach this white 4x5 1/4 where I stamped the fish on the right side. Attach that in here. And then I did attach this label with the otter on it flat. So I'm going to place it where it should be, turn it upside down, top to bottom, hold it in place, and add adhesive on the front left only. The back left only, I should say. And then when I flip it over, it should have adhesive where it needs to be, and I will just center this on the card. There shouldn't be any adhesive on the back of that coral right there to glue it to the inside of my card. And now the card can open like that. And then all I'm going to do is make a bow. We will provide the twine for you. This is the Lost Lagoon soft cording, which is part of the suite with the Otterly Adorable Bundle. And I'm going to make a double bow. So I will pull out enough ribbon to fold it over on itself. And I'm just going to tie those two pieces into a regular bow. And not a huge one. A kind of small, regular bow. I'll pull all these down and trim. Oh, thank you, Julie. Little double bow. And trying to clean this area up. I'm going to grab a glue dot. Okay, Rosemary, yes. Julie said cruise is in January, not March. So cruise info, no problem. Okay, glue dot. You don't need to touch the dot. You can just fold the paper backwards, press against your roll here. And now I'll just put that bow right there where the log meets the greenery meets the corner there. And that is card number 1. Card 1 with the Otterly Amazing, and it's part of the free class packet. And I didn't mention this yet, I don't think, but if that order with this host code is $50 or more, you're also going to get a free full pack of the Riverside Irregular Pearls. And I just want to throw in a plug real quick that if you are enjoying the otter projects and want to do even more, don't forget about the, I'm trying to find my graphic, Otterly Amazing Stamp Camp with me and Alejandra Gomez that you can register for as well. Okay, so that is card number 1. Let me know if you like that. Oh, awesome, Rosemary. Woo! Thank you. So she knows how to get you that info as well. Perfect, perfect. So free, sorry, where did I do? Free Riverside Irregular Pearls if you get this class packet, and or you can also sign up for the stamp camp. Okay, here is my original card. Pretty similar. Okay, so that is card number 1. Now we'll move on to card number 2. Card number 2. This one has a gorgeous pretty peacock card base. So this is the normal kind, 5.5 by 8.5. You take your 11-inch paper, cut it in half, fold it in half, and you will have a card base. You'll get 2 out of 1 piece of paper, very economical. And I just fold that in half with the bone folder, no pre-scoring. You can pre-score. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't. 9 times out of 10. Okay, then we have some pieces here. We've got, oh, this is the card I'm going to stamp the otters on. Anyway, we've got a basic white 4 by 5 1/4 to go on the front here. This will be up and down portrait. We've got 2 pieces of designer paper. One is the River Rock sheet, and one is the Balmy Blue Water sheet. Those will go on here. I'll deal with them in a little bit. Then you're going to have this piece of paper right here, basic white, pre-die cut for you. These are brand new dies you cannot purchase yet, but we'll cut it for you. Don't worry. Unless you're a demonstrator. You can purchase them if you're a demonstrator. They're called Textured Notes dies. They're in the pre-order for the online exclusives. They are all of these rectangle labels, or just rectangles, with decorative edges, sort of like bamboos, natural, just real elegant looking. And this is the pattern on the particular one I cut. It's kind of hard to describe. It's like dashes and lines, dashes and lines. It's just a real nice subtle border there. That is this one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4th from the smallest, not counting this separate one. Okay, so you cannot get those yet unless you're a demonstrator or a team member. join my team if you want those. There is a bundle. I showed it last week. Okay, so you'll have that. You're going to have a log because all 3 cards have a log. We're going to die cut some greenery for you here. There are 2 different of the tall greenery dies, a shorter one and a longer one. You have a long Old Olive and a shorter Pretty Peacock. We're also going to cut you one of the shorter Old Olive, the short ones, the shorter Old Olive one. You're going to stamp and die cut out one of those same pieces of greenery, Old Olive ink on Old Olive paper, die cut it out. On your scrap of white, you will stamp and die cut out an otter, a baby otter, I should say, and then color it in. And then you're also going to stamp and die cut out the couple, the 2 otters together. And that's the one I'm going to do on this scrap right here, right now. So we'll do that. By the way, here's the baby otter uncolored, and here's the colored one. Okay, now for these, one more thing. 1/2 inch by 3 inches strip of paper for our greeting. Okay, these otters here, I will stamp them on my scrap here just to give you that visual. You'll stamp them in Memento black ink if you're using a regular Memento ink pad, which you can purchase from us. You can tap really hard and press hard on the pad, but I made this pad myself out of an uninked white stamp pad. That's the only kind we sell that doesn't have ink in it when you get it. I made it March 24th, 2024. I've re-inked it 3 times since then, and it stamps beautiful. It's so good. I love it. I made it, or I talked about it in more detail on this video, April 4th, 2024 at 56 minutes. It's called Everyday Details is the video name. Okay, so now, but the trick is you cannot press hard on this pad. It's foam, and you're going to make a mess if you press hard, just like you make a mess with any of our Stampin' Up inks. So nice and gentle, tap, tap, tap. Don't press hard, but you're going to get such a gorgeous, solid black image because of that foam. Okay, so do that, and then also make sure you die cut it out before you color. Because if that die slips and you have to do all that coloring again, it is the most annoying thing in the world. So die cut it out first in case you need to re-stamp it. The die is going to fit it perfectly, and we'll die cut it out. So let me move all of this here. Grab my die cut machine. Okay, so Stampin' Cut and Emboss die cut machine. I've got these plates here that are in the front that you can't see very well. You've got number 1, number 2, and this is number 3. You actually have 2 number 3s with your machine, and it comes with everything you need to die cut and emboss everything Stampin' Up sells. But you have one of your number 3s you'll designate as bottom only, and you'll cut on that one, and then one that you don't cut on that stays for the top only. Somebody cut on this, but I'm not going to tell on who it was. But in general, you don't cut on it. It still is going to get milky, kind of, where you can't see through it very well. Okay, I'm going to show this up here, but I would not do this way. I just don't want to move my camera because it's a whole thing. With this sitting on the machine like this, I would position my dies. Just, they hug the image. In 90% of our dies, they hug the image really perfectly, and you just perfectly outline the image. But I do it on the machine because when you do it off the machine and then you pick all this up and move it, everything shifts. You can tape that down if you want to hold it in place. I'm not going to, like with a removable tape, washi tape, post-it tape, sticky notes, etc. And I am going to use that tape on my last card and you'll see why. Ooh, I'm a little bit off, but it's okay. It's okay. And then you die cut it out. I'm a little low there, but it's all good. Okay, now I'm going to color these in. So I will try not to take forever not that I took that long on the first one, but I did a lot of explaining about the coloring on the first one, so I don't need to talk as long or explain as long. But I am going to use an additional color on this one. Well, two, because I'm going to use Old Olive. I'm just going to use the light for these leaves and things on the left and right of the otters. I'm just going to use light because they're so small. But I'm going to make one of the otters be Pebbled Path ink. So one will be Pecan Pie, one will be Pebbled Path. I'll do the same thing where I kind of outline their chest before I color them so that I know where to leave blank for the ivory, and then I'll color. And I had already had a bunch of pre-colored small otters, so that one's been colored. I did the same technique, and that one's Pecan Pie, the baby. Or it could just be a small adult depending on what you're making, I suppose. Okay, so I'm going to make the left otter be Pecan Pie. I'm going to start out with the light to outline where her light color will be. And I guess I could go ahead and color the light right now, but I don't know why I don't. And now I'm going to color her with her dark, the shadows, dark Pecan Pie. And then color it in with the light. Leg here, and the foot. And again, when I color, I add the dark first. When I go in with the light, I definitely go over the dark to make sure that it blends in and is not just a blob of dark. You can like swirl around it and all the stuff. You can also use the brush tip in. That's perfectly fine. I prefer the bullet point most times. And then in addition, at classes, I don't allow them to use my my brush tip. I don't allow the brush tip because if you're not careful with it, you can damage it. I've never damaged my own, but I've had them damaged in classes. So I just tape it off so they don't do that. Hold on. Okay, so there's that one. And then I'll do the same thing for this guy, but with Pebbled Path. So there's my light one. I color him a little different than I did my original sample, slightly different. Some shadows. Pebbled Path is like a gray color, which is a color in the designer paper. But I was looking up otters when I made these cards yesterday, to like real otters, to see what their color schemes are. And some of them are a little bit gray like this. So I think it tracks. I just didn't want these both to be the same exact color. I have no idea if males and females are different colors or any of that stuff. I don't know. Didn't go that deep into a research. What else? Y'all got any questions? Linda loves card. We'll try this fall for sons, kiddos, one in basic Air Force and third year of Air Force Academy. Granddaughter probably used the same set. Grandson probably different set. Awesome, Linda, and you are welcome. Okay. I'm just smoothing out any blobs. And now I'll go in with the ivory. And then the Old Olive, again, I'm not doing the two colors. It's kind of like this ivory here. I'm just adding the one solid colors, so that'll be pretty quick here. I just used light. Color in these leaves, and then we'll be done. I think I said this, but the ink does bleed through to the other side with blend, so you want to make sure it's always backed with something else, unless you don't care if that shows through. On our class that you can sign up, the otter camp, I should say, with Allie, we did use a lot of the otters that you can die cut out as well, or hand cut out, versus where you have to color all of them. So just FYI, it's not all coloring. That's what they look like. Okay. For stamping, I think the only thing I need to stamp is my greeting. It's going to say, "We're cute together." And that will be pretty peacock. Hey, Janet, no problem being late to the party. Ugh. Okay, we're cute together. Pretty peacock ink. Half-inch strip here of basic white. And this is all caps, typewriter print type font, but a cute one. A cute typewriter print type font. Okay, to put this card together, first of all, we have the 4 by 5 1/4 white that's going to go on the front. And on that, we're going to put these 2 pieces of designer paper. They are 2 inches by 5 inches. And we're going to tear. I make this kind of card all the time, too. I've been very much in a use all my templates kind of mode lately. So I'm just tearing off the right-hand side of the paper with the pebbles on it. And I'm pulling the piece I'm taking off towards me. And it's like 1/4 of an inch or so that I'm taking off. And by pulling towards me, that reveals the white inside of the designer paper. That'll go on the left of this white piece. And then I'm going to tear the inside or the left side of the water paper. It doesn't really matter since there's no direction, but if it mattered, you would want to make sure you are tearing off the correct section, but also having the front facing you and pulling toward you. So it might need to be upside down right now is the point. If it had a pattern or words or something, a direction. And then you can just check and see if you tore off enough. You just want a little white to show in between, but you can always go back and tear more as long as you don't tear off too much in the first place. Okay, these get attached. To the front or to the white, and then that will go on the card base. Okay. Love, thank you, Julie. She said, love the 2 different colors of otters. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And then this will go on the card base. And then on this rectangle of basic white, we're going to build up this otter scene. So the rectangle will go on here landscape direction across on this card. And the first thing I'm going to do, I think, is attach the log. The log actually barely shows on my first card, but it just is an anchor for all of this otter activity. So I'm just going to place it on here flat toward the bottom, about 1/2 inch from the bottom in the center. And then flat, I will, is it flat? Let me make sure. Yes, flat. Flat. Next, I'm going to attach the 2 long pieces of greenery, which are Pretty Peacock and Old Olive. So I'm just using my silicone craft sheet, that will allow me to put a little adhesive. Oh, I thought I broke my adhesive, but it just ran out. See the red right there. Anyway, this using the silicone will allow me to not get excess adhesive on my work surface when I am putting adhesive on something skinny like that. Always clean out all of this gunk from your adhesive holder when you replace our Stampin' Seal with a new one. Just put that on there. This part's trash. And the refill looks like this. Two holes, two things that go in the hole. Oh my gosh, why can't I align those today? And then put the other side on. Okay, so I just put a little adhesive at the bottom of these leaves and a little at the top. And I'm going to place these leaves right on the right-hand corner coming out from the log at the top of it. But don't worry about it looking weird because the otters will totally cover it up. Now the otters will go on flat. Ooh, I just saw a piece I missed. And they're in the center of the log and, you know, just a 1/4 inch or so of the log below them. Let me look in here and see if I have one of these. When I cut for my class packet, I missed a thing. It's not that one. Not you, not you. I need to cut one real quick. It is the two shorter pieces of standalone greeneries. I need the taller one in Pretty Peacock. So let me grab one real quick. If you were making this at home, any greenery and peacock would work. But because when I'm doing a class, I need to give you specifically what I need to give you. And in this case, I used this taller one. So there's a shorter one extra. Okay. So that'll be cut for you. You won't have to worry about it. Actually, that's not true. You do need to own the dies for this. I forgot. You need to own the dies. So I will instruct you to cut that. You'll need to own your own dies for this class. But I will give you the paper as the point. Okay. So I put on the right side next to the pebbled otters on the right. The taller peacock one on the left and the shorter olive one on the right. Just like that. Then I'm going to cover up all that mess with this stamped old olive leaf. I love it when my glue boogers, Janet. Exactly. I love it when my instructions get real confusing because I make my little mistakes. Okay, so there's all that. This is going to go on the card front flat. Toward the bottom, centered left to right. Probably 3/4 to 1 inch from the very bottom of the card. And it pretty much goes to the edges of the two sides of the designer paper, but that's not 1000% exact. So it's approximately there. It depends on how you place your designer paper. I'm going to add a couple of mini dimensionals, which of course fit perfect on this little baby otter. To the otter, and it's going to go That's not the stamped one. That's not the colored one. It's gonna go. I actually did the same exact thing yesterday because I had both in front of me. Same deal. Anyway, so stamped otter or colored in otter is going to go kind of where it's jumping in between the two and it's kind of nuzzling the one on the left. Now my greeting, I'll add a little adhesive in the middle because that's going to maybe touch this baby otter. And then dimensionals to the left and right. And the greeting will go across the bottom of the otters. Just a tiny little bit of this log gets to show. Well, I didn't even touch there at all. I don't know what I was doing. I should have put a dimensional in the middle of that greeting. Ignore that part. Just put dimensionals on the greeting. They don't touch the otter at all. And attach it across the bottom of the, like right above the decorative part of the label, the rectangle. Okay. Now, what do we need? Some river rocks. So now we're going to use these awesome Riverside Irregular Pearls. Just to show you the full pack, you get a free pack of these if your order is $50 or more. With this order special to get this class free. And I do need to clarify that you will need to own your otter dies to complete this class. We'll give you pieces of paper to cut your leaves and stuff with. Okay, so these are the Riverside Irregular Pearls. They're iridescent. They're like basically white, peacock, and lagoon. I don't know if that's the color Stampin' Up says, but those are the colors. They're gorgeous. They're kind of the flattened out pearls, but they are round. The irregular is, to me, just the surface. The very top is a little bit irregular. They're slightly not perfectly round, but yet they are round. We have some other pearls that are not round. So anyway, and the coloring is irregular. So they're gorgeous. However, I have some used ones here, so let me see if I have the colors I need. I can't remember. I think I did the white ones on this one. So this is a brand new pack I have. Grab my Take Your Pick tool. And I'm going to place a large pearl over here on the left corner above the greeting, and then tuck a small one right beside it, kind of almost under the greeting, and then another small one. Did I lose it? I'm not sure. I think oh, there it is. Yep. Another small one. Make a little triangle there. So there's my pearls. And then I did want to add a bow to this one, but how I did it, stupid watch is, it keeps buzzing like I'm getting text, but then it's low battery, low battery. I knew when I picked up that watch this morning, I could tell it wasn't actually hooked to the charger. I was like, you're going to die in a minute, watch. And it is. Okay, the lagoon trim. I'm going to make a little bitty bow. So I'm just going to make a regular bow, but use as little ribbon as possible. And see how it's really big? This is how you make a little bow. You keep pulling until it's little. So to me, small bows are not difficult to make at all. Just sometimes there's wasted ribbon. But you make a regular bow and then you keep pulling and pulling until your little loops are small. And then you have a little bow. Thank you, Corinne. Okay, I'm going to trim these. See, more waste than I would prefer, but that's fine. And then this little bitty bow is going to go on the little bitty baby. Hopefully you will think it's as cute as I do. That is card number 2. Card two. Love these pearls. They're so good. Okay, there we go. Card 2. And last but not least, Oh, here's my original. Last but not least is card number 3. Card number 3. Okay, so card number 3 here. We have our card base. It's not going to come to you like this. It's going to be different, but it's 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored in the middle, just to fold it in half, like I talked about earlier. Then we have these new amazing dies, which are low inventory last time I looked. They're my favorite new dies. You can buy these now. They're available now. Everyday Arches dies. There is a bundle, and the stamp set is awesome too. It has curved words that kind of curve with some of these arches, but it's 10 different arches. I'm actually about to use the largest one right now, and this image here is the next to the largest one. So this image is the sheet from the designer paper that is, I believe, it's like a light Lost Lagoon background, basically, or pool party, more like, with the little schools of fish swimming both directions. So really, I don't think it has a top or bottom. It just has a left or right. Schools of fish swimming both directions, really small, like the stamp set in scale. And they are Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, Pretty Peacock, Old Olive, basically. Or they might call it Mossy Meadow, but green. Thank you, France. So I have that cut with that next to the largest Arches, Everyday Arches dies, which is basically an arch. It's flat on the bottom and curved at the top, or like a tombstone shape. Okay, what else for this card? The other pieces you will need, we'll cut a white circle for you from the Stylish Shapes dies. My favorite Stylish Shapes, also not my most favorite, like Arches, but you know, these are the basics everybody needs. And this one is the 2 5/8 inch white circle. You are going to stamp on the scrap the otter that's sort of floating in mid-water on its, I don't know what it is called, but it's like it's sitting up or floating in water. That one, stamp it in black, loosely cut it out, die cut it out. You'll have your another log, and then you will have a taller the 2 tall greenery pieces, but the taller one of those 2 is Pretty Peacock. The shorter one is Lost Lagoon. Stamping, we're going to stamp on the circle Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon ink. Grab my stamps and everything. Okay, so Pretty Peacock ink, we're going to stamp Your Otterly Amazing on the left of the white circle. In Pretty Peacock. And then in Lost Lagoon, I'm just going to add this little bubble image one time. It's a very small image. It's 5 bubbles. And it's about 3/4 of an inch tall. And I'm just going to have these bubbles coming up from the word your, kind of going up to the top left a little bit. Just one set of bubbles. That's it, I think. Did I do 2? Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I did it twice. The second one just going off the page. Just a couple of bubbles will make it on there. Okay. Now we're going to color in the otter, and then I'll die cut this, and then we'll put it together. Okay, so same coloring as before. Pecan pie, ivory, matte, mark off where I want the white part of the otter, add my dark pecan, shadows. Oh, and also mark off, because this one, both feet on the bottom, both back legs have the little pads, little foot pads, whatever, like a little cat would have. And so we're going to color those ivory as well. Go in with my light pecan, fill in. So just to clarify, these 3 cards I'm making today, you can get free, the class packet free with an online order. You will need to own the dies so you can die cut out the greenery and stuff, and obviously your stamped images. But we'll cut any other shapes for you, circles, rectangles, etc., that are not included with these dies. You'll get a PDF tutorial. It will be mailed by the date that I said, that I can't remember at this moment. But the deadline to place that order to get it is Monday the 17th. And it's free with a $35 online order with that specific host code. But with a $50 online order, you also get the pearls for free. I'm having to concentrate real hard if I'm talking while I do this to not color the wrong section. Pecan pie. My brain is working overtime. And if you want more blends tips, go back to the first and second cards. I gave most tips on the first one and a few extras on the second one. And now I'm just coloring. Another quick tip though is sometimes the ink, even you might see a blotch where it's a little darker or whatever. Sometimes that does even out as it dries also, if it's not major. So they're very forgiving. So there's that one. Now, I'm going to copy Robin. And we have our 4 1/4 by 11 card base. It's Lost Lagoon. We're going to fold it in half, which I did score it with a bone folder. And then we're going to cut it. I'm going to over exaggerate this, but where the top part, the flat part of the arch die does not cut, and that part, so it will be past the paper at the fold. But that's actually way more air than I'm going to give it. I'm going to just barely put this past the cardstock. See how it's past it right there and there. I am going to tape it down on my machine with this tape right here, which is in my Amazon store Post-it tape. My Amazon store is linked in the video right now. You can go straight there. So I'll bring the machine over and do that. It's going to cut through both pieces at one time. Here's the evidence where I just cut those other leaves. I was in a rush, so I didn't trim down that paper, obviously. Okay, so I thought I saved my Post-it tape, but I don't know. I guess I didn't. I was going to reuse the one from when I originally made this card, but that's fine. Okay, so the biggest trick here is you want to make sure your line is straight. Yes, Robin, you did inspire me. It doesn't really have to be centered. It just needs to be straight and between the two ends of the cardstock. Tape it down because otherwise it's too floppy. Because see, well, you probably can't see it, but my card is opening. Yeah, it's fine though. Okay, and then run it through. For mine, with this amazing machine, it only takes one pass, but it is going through two pieces of paper, and it is a die with pierce piercing on the edges, so it kind of sews it together. So you have to, if you heard that noise, you have to pull it back apart. And now you have this cool shaped card base. Think of Halloween. You got your tombstone cards right there. Happy Halloween. Oh, I think I saw where someone made this like a mouth, like a some kind of monster. Honestly, I forgot what she did. Maybe a shark, but I can't remember now. Anyway, lots of other things you can do and be creative with these dies, and you can make it any size. So Robin's card, I think I have right over here. I buried it. Is smaller, and hers opens this direction. Mine's going to open opposite. So hers opens top down. Mine's going to open bottom up. Okay, so there we go. There's our card base. Super easy. Any size you want. Using that largest die, this is how big it would be for an envelope. So not too much smaller. Okay. I will attach my designer paper to the arched card base. Then I will add the circle flat right basically in the center. Then with Stampin' Dimensionals, I'm going to add the log. How is it? Not too bad, not too bad. For me, not too bad, considering all the extra stuff I showed y'all today. I'm putting the little stick toward the bottom, and I'm going to put this log hanging off the bottom of the white circle a little bit. And then dimensionals on the otter, on the top part of the otter, I will add a little adhesive on the tail, because that's going to actually touch this raised up log. And the otter will go here on the right hand side of the greeting, and it kind of hugs it really nicely. And then I'll just tuck these two leaves, or green, they're not, well, it's like a string or a stem with a whole bunch of leaves on it, of one's peacock, one's lagoon. I'll stick them together and then tuck them under the log and the otter over there on the right. Okay, we will add some amazing Riverside Irregular Pearls, free with the $50 purchase with this host code, blah, blah, blah. And what color? You can do any color you want, but I think I'm going to use this middle color, which I think, again, is Lost Lagoon. It's the lighter of the two. Pretty much same pattern as before. Over here to the left top of the log, tuck the first couple under the log a little bit, and then make that, oh, wrong color, triangle with the third one. And then I'm going to do a bow. Thank you, France. Okay, I'm going to do a double bow with the Lost Lagoon stuff. And I made a double bow earlier, so you can go back and watch that if you need any tips. The bow on my original card, the tails are a lot longer than this, but you know, it's fine. Maybe not a lot longer, but they are longer. Okay, I'll glue that on, and that will be card number 3 of this class. Hope you guys like it. If you like it enough, you can get us to cut it for you. That is the card. Boom. Super cute. Here's my original. Also, if you like it, I've got a few otter cards to show you as well. If you like it enough, you can also sign up for the other otter class. So you can do as many otters as humanly possible. And let's see. So here's all 3 cards that we made today. If you feel like it, you can say which one is your favorite. Hopefully you have a favorite. And so there's the 3 from today. Let's see if I can push this down a little bit closer. Otterly Adorable, Otterly Amazing, Otterly Adorable. It's the stamp set is amazing. The designer paper is adorable. And thank you, Cindy. Thanks, Anne Margaret. Cheryl, thank you. Have to case these definitely. Thank you, Sherry. Thanks, France. Thank you, Anne Margaret. I appreciate that. Number 2 is Julie's favorite. I really like number 2 also. Number 3 is my favorite, but I really like number 2. And I like number 1. So let me show you these additional samples. Because you're going to think I just copied this one right here with this, but I swear I forgot about this card swap from a team meeting. I don't remember who made it, but hers is not a Z fold, but it's the same concept. You just cut off the side there, and very similar, right? And very cute, adorable, and just more fish at the top, which I love also. So there's that idea for you, and I've shown these on previous videos, by the way. This one also a team card swap. I remember this was by Martha because I saw her making them. And it's a nice fun fold. Oh, look at so much designer paper. Nice fun fold, ties shut, super cute. And then these 2 are from another class I did, and I believe I made these on a video as well. So I showed how to use the oh, I forgot. That's what that die does. I said it wrong. Okay, I showed how to use the die that makes the river. But anyway, these are the 2 cards from a previous video I did. Yeah, I said that wrong at the beginning because I forgot. What this die right here, it cuts out like a slice of a river for your otters to float down. It's a slice of a river. It's not a slit. It's a slice. I forgot. I need to write myself a note inside these dies so I remember what that's for. Okay, so 3 we made today, 4 additional ideas for you. Don't forget you can get the recipe cards for the cards I made today over on my blog, stamptherapist.com. They're there. These are there now. Supply list, measurements, also just directly on the blog, measurements, supply list, more photos of each card, all the stuff, hopefully everything you need. The information about the free class is on the blog right now. And again, anyone can earn that class free. Make sure you own the dies so you will be able to die cut your greenery pieces that we will supply the paper for. We will cut this card base. We'll cut the designer paper for you. We'll cut these kind of labels, etc. You'll just cut the otter stuff. $35 or more gets you that class free with this host code. 50 or more also gets you the free pearls. And that is a special that is a short-term special that ends on Monday for you to place that order, and then the kits will be mailed, I believe, on the 24th. Yeah, that sounds right. You can also sign up for the Otterly Amazing Stamp Camp with Alejandra right now as well. All right. Yes, Martha, of course. And Martha said number 3 is her favorite. Lori, number 3. Rosemary, number 2. Julie, number 2. Love it. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate you watching the video and participating and doing all the likes and all the stuff. That does help me very much. So thank you so much. Hope y'all have a great day. I plan to be back next Thursday at 9 a.m. Central. And until then, I will see you later. Thank you. Bye.